just drank a fucking energy drink. I had a coffee before that. I got more coffee.
I've had energy drink so far. Those blue Raz ones take me a while to drink.
Yeah. I've just been sipping on this fucking... Well, I'll be sipping on this. I don't plan on chugging that. In fact, I should probably drink water. Should probably drink water.
Especially with the weather getting hotter, it's going to be a good idea anyways.
You know. Okay, well, that says something's happening.
It's happening.
And check around real quick. Do a quick intro. Talk about Gearbox. Gearbox. What's to talk about when it comes to Gearbox?
They're making a new Duke Nukem.
They're doing something. They're definitely doing something.
Well, enough to have a show, so.
Yeah. Yep. All right. No one's in here, but we can get this started for anybody watching later. What's going on, guys? Welcome to TLG Reacts Live. This is for the Gearbox E3 Showcase. We're going to be reacting to that. If you didn't check it out already, make sure to go check out our Ubisoft Forward reaction. We just did that, so go watch that. And we also did Summer Game Fest, if you're curious about a reaction for that as well. And yeah, we got plans for this weekend moving forward with E3 as well. We're going to be doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all streams at midnight. So make sure to come back for that as well. We'll be doing Xbox, Bethesda Games Showcase, Square Enix, Warner Bros, and then Capcom, Take-Two Interactive, and Nintendo and Bandai Namco. Unless anything else pops up that's random, that's the plan. And yeah, my name's Seth. This is Chevy. Joining me, of course, and we're gonna be watching the Gearbox Showcase, finding out what the fuck they're gonna be showing. What's up, Jeremy? Let's be fair. It's becoming real hard to create a new game with totally new content and ideas. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think let's be fair. I think that's a fair thing to give as an excuse, but I think the indie scene on Steam proves that wrong all the time.
Yeah, I think AAA companies aren't as big as risk takers, so they're kind of always play it safe.
Yeah. Continuing though, so Gearbox coming up. What are we thinking? What are we anticipating? What do we want to see? What do we not want to see? And yeah, we got about 13 minutes.
Well, I don't know if I'm even going to fill a large portion of that because honestly, when it comes to Gearbox, I just kind of wait and see if they can grab my attention at this point.
Yeah. So obviously we saw Tiny Tina's Wonderlands shown off at the Summer Game Fest. Again, go check that out if you want to see our reaction for that. So we know that's the thing. I'm hoping we see gameplay. I actually think it'd be huge if we saw gameplay. Because they just announced it. It was a quick little teaser, quick little thing. They don't have to show gameplay. It'd be understandable if they didn't. We don't know how long this game's been developed for. But if they do show gameplay, and it's Gearbox, so like the game, they're gonna pop it out quick. Once they announce a game, it comes out pretty much. If they have the gameplay, I want to see it. But if they don't, whatever. But I don't know what they're going to show otherwise. We know Borderlands 3 is already a thing. They're supporting that even further. So I'm sure we'll see something having to do with, I think, Season 2, wherever the fuck they're doing. Godfall, I'd like to see an expansion. That game was not amazing, but it was better than I thought it'd be. It was fun. So a reason to return to that would be cool. That's Gearbox. Brothers in Arms, that would be surprising. But when it comes to Gearbox, I lost faith in Gearbox a while ago, and it's just been kind of a thing I accepted. If it's not Borderlands, I don't expect anything from them. So they have to win me over if they're going to release or reveal anything that's not Borderlands. Because I have no faith in them. And not even in a negative, angry way. It's just like if somebody is not good at something and they just fuck up all the time, I was going to be like, I'm not going to expect much from you. It's fine.
Well, it's the same.
But there's room for proving me wrong, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the same as you, like, expecting good things out of me, like, musically. Like, I just don't have it, currently.
Well, if somebody
essentially,
doesn't produce music and
Yeah.
then they, are trying to make a song or something like that, I'm not going to expect like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Other than that, I'm really just here to find out what the fuck we have a whole ass presentation for when it comes to Gearbox. So that's gonna be really interesting. Let's see. Also, Devolver apparently is doing something. You said
Currently happening, yeah.
I think it's happening right now. So we'll check in with that after the stream and see if we can find if that's done, and maybe we can just watch the VOD for that. And if not, we can just do a separate stream for that or something. We'll figure it out. But I'd like to watch it, see what they got going on. And then, yeah, I don't know. Other than that, we'll watch this and find out. I guess I should do some quick reminders real fast since this is a TLG Reacts. Make sure to download and play Operation Tango, Virtua Fighter 5, Ultimate Showdown, Star Wars Squadrons, all offer for free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of them. And our game of the month, randomly picked, is Minecraft, which you know what that is. So play that, come back at the end of the month for game of the month, where we will discuss that, grade that, and then Chevy gets to pick his game of the month.
Is that next month?
Yeah. So
Should probably figure that out.
better start thinking about a game. Better start hinting at games, Jeremy. You could be influential. You're here right now with Chevy.
Yeah, good luck
you
with
could
that.
you could convince him that we're all playing Final Fantasy 14. I don't think it'd be hard. Do you think they'll have a brand new game? Honestly, do I think that? No. Do I want that? Yes. How sad is that I just assume they won't have a new game? Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is technically a new game.
Yeah, they got to have something.
So they
They're
do
doing
have a new
presentation.
So they do technically have a new game, but other than that, I honestly don't think so.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of a weird bummer thing to say, but whatever. Chevy's hard to convince. Not really. I mean, I've known him for a long time. There's ways you gotta go, but I think for the average person, maybe you just hop in and get like, do this. Also, it matters what it is. Like if you walked in with a donut and you're like, eat this, you might eat it.
Food motivation's pretty easy.
Yeah. Or like, here's an energy drink. Drink this bang.
Well, that depends on how many I've had for the day. But yeah.
If you've had a couple, maybe you'll be like, I'll save this for later. Thanks. But yeah.
I'll say if it comes to entertainment though, yeah, I could be a little fussy.
Yeah, you gotta pick your battles with Chevy. I got hooked by Final Fantasy 14 though. You got hooked. You playing it regularly?
I actually caught him on last night.
That's interesting.
He was up late.
That's interesting. I actually can play it on PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, if you have it, why aren't you playing ESO on PC? You don't have a PC.
Yeah.
God damn it. Buy a cheap little laptop. It'll
Don't psycho that.
It runs ESO. ESO runs on my fucking laptop. That's not even meant for gaming. This is not a gaming laptop. And check out all my stickers. There's a rare Tasty Loot Gaming sticker right here. It's not meant for gaming though, and it plays ESO. So you can definitely play ESO in like anything. Food. I have been on a diet for 10 months. Dude, I've been so fucked up since last year. Like obviously with all the stress and stuff like that, I wasn't like eating very often, and then like towards the end of the year, I was like, I'm going to go crazy, and fucking I started eating like crazy. Mostly cuz the world's kind of crazy, so I was like, I got to just enjoy myself while I can. And now I'm not as healthy as I'd like to be. But I am working on it. I'm doing 18-hour fasts every day. So that's where I'm starting. But in like the 6 hours or whatever the fuck I'm eating, I eat pretty good. So I should probably be a little more careful with that. But I don't give a fuck. Mostly I just want to feel healthy. I've not been feeling healthy lately. I don't really care about.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
That
Like,
part I understand for sure. Just wanting to like not feel like crap.
Luckily though, like, you know, I like getting out. I like biking. I like hiking. I work an active job, so like even if I gain some weight aesthetically, I'm typically still in pretty good shape. Outside of I fucked my back up like 3 weeks ago, but other than that, I'm pretty good. keto and running. That'll do it. That'll fucking do it. I did the carnivore diet for a couple months, like a year ago, 2 years ago, and that shit was really interesting because my energy levels were always the same. It was like great. There's no crashing ever, but there's never spikes in energy either, which is really interesting. The only problem is it gave me stomach issues because there's no other things you're putting in your stomach outside of fats. So fats and protein, and that's not much to keep things together. So that part's rough, but outside of that, I actually liked it a lot. It was really easy to stick to. It's just like stick to meat and dairy pretty much. Mostly meat, obviously, if you're doing straight up carnivore, but that's technically keto, even though, well, no, if you eat enough fat, it's keto. Running, I like running, but I like biking more. It's also easier on the joints, I hear. But yeah, we're getting old. We have to take care of ourselves. That's pretty much where I'm at. When I was like 26, 27, I had a pretty fucked up health situation that happened. And after that, I've been very much proactive on keeping myself healthy, going to the doctor, getting checked out, making sure my heart's healthy, all that shit. I'm like very pro going to the doctor nowadays because I didn't do that for the longest time. So whenever somebody's like, I think I should go to the doctor, I'm like, you should do it. Just do it. Just get it. Know what's going on with your body. You're living in it, dude. You should know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, luckily I like to do active stuff. So it's not all gaming. I just downloaded PS5 version of FF7 Remake, so I want to play that too, and the DLC. Yeah, I got to get that download on my PS5. Maybe it'll reinvigorate me in playing 7 so I can actually beat it. I will beat it, Jeremy. I promise.
Plus you'll have the PS5 version at that point, so it'll look better.
What's up, Amelia? Nice, Jeremy. The DLC is really good. I guess I do paleo because I throw in berries and veggies as well, but no carbs, no sugar. Dude, carbs is where it's at. That's what gets you. Carbs are so easy to overdo. Everything has so much fucking carbs in it. It's insane. They pack so much carbs into such small... Like, carbs aren't bad, obviously, but fucking... they pack so much carbs into small packages. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I do lots of exercising. I've never had any health issues. Vegan power. Yeah, some people can nail it. Some people can do it. Hello, Amelia. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. It's gonna be a fun one. It's Gearbox. Let's hope it's something awesome and amazing. Damn, we got 8 people on YouTube watching. That's nice. No Twitch love.
I will definitely agree with the hopefully part.
Yeah. I just, at the very least minimal thing I want is Tiny Tina gameplay. Just show some gameplay. I'll be fine. I just want to see what the game's like. Other than that, I don't expect anything from Gearbox.
Yeah.
Godfall expansion or something, that'd be cool.
I'm just hoping for to be surprised. That's just all I want out of the show. So
yeah. Complex carbs are great for you. Yeah, I mean all the nutrients is good in ways, but carbs is something that can absolutely damage you very easily if you have too much. You're amazing, Seth. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what that's in reference to, but I'll take it. So it looks like we're going to be starting this in about a minute and a half. So if you guys have anything to say preemptively before the stream or before their stream starts, say it now. We'll have a real quick conversation about non-gaming related stuff like exercise, which is very important to my fellow gamers. Exercise is important. Eating healthy is important, but also living your life and enjoying yourself is important. You got to balance the shit. And I love The Last of Us 2 so much. I start playing the first game before replaying it on the hardest difficulty. Everyone is amazing. I've not gotten to Tiny Tina yet in my playthrough of Borderlands 2. I do hope to see some gameplay though. If they're doing a spin-off on arguably their most popular character, I want to know what something kind of game it'll be. Gotcha. You said something was amazing, so I said you're amazing. Oh, I gotcha. Something's amazing. I don't remember what the fuck I said, dude. Shit just kind of flies out of my mouth. All right, we're gonna unmute this. If we have any audio issues, if something's too loud, too quiet, earlier than later, so we can fix it ASAP.
And I cannot wait to learn more. So,
with these streams, and they're all the random setups and shit, and they don't do. Earlier, IGN was talking like on a hot mic when they were not being shown. So I mean, like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So it's kind of hard for me to have to adapt audio levels to everyone's setups.
Oh, hey there! Summer of Gaming's still here because we will never, ever leave you. At least this summer. This fall, though, you are on your own! It's gonna be Mad Max out there
Such
without
a
us.
tryhard.
Good luck! All bets are off. Anyway, the IGN community is a lot more calm than we are, and they had a lot
I've
to
never
say
seen anyone try
about
as
the
hard to be
Ubisoft
funny and
Forward.
not be
We will
funny
check
as
back in with them in
Brian
a second, but
Alfano.
for now, we're going to check out the Ubisoft Forward that we just saw and the Gearbox
He's that
presentation
guy who
that's
just
coming
shows
up
up and
in just a
talks a
sec.
lot and
So,
tries to
Max,
say something
thanks
funny
for looking
nonstop,
handsome.
and if it
You
didn't
did
get a
really
laugh, it
great
said something else
just
to be
now.
funny, and it
Good
didn't
job.
work. So
There's
he's,
another guy who
Let's
used
go
to work
check
for
in with
IGN and
Gearbox
made
and
his
see
own
what they're
channel.
working on.
oh yeah.
He's
He's
same.
gone though. But
Gearbox
he's
University
his
was
fucking
founded in
protege, dude.
1999, just 15 years after this 80s orientation video was made. We offer numerous degrees.
Sounds great,
and
all
also
good. I
multitude
just want Lost
fields,
Judgment, Elden Ring,
including
and Dying Light 2.
sociopath,
Stay
ology,
Human, my main
supply
3
chain
hype
management,
releases.
and storytelling. with
Dude,
the
Dying Light
European
2,
sounding
Elden
accent.
Ring, of course.
Gearbox
And Lost Judgment, I
University
can't
comprises
really say
3
much on,
unique
but
colleges
Dying
that
Light
will
2,
place
dude,
you
I'm
on
fucking
whichever
so
path
stoked
to
for.
success is right
He's
for
not
you.
blue anymore.
At the College
Yep,
of
he
Gearbox
cured it.
Software, we can shape you into the looting, shooting vault hunter
This
you
is
always
quiet.
believed you could be. At the
Now.
College of Gearbox
Yeah.
Publishing, we offer advanced degrees in Norse mythology, projectile meteorology, or regular meteorology. You can
like
even
Gearbox.
write your thesis on
I
the
guess.
deification of gravity.
I always forget they're
there's
also
a
a
college
publisher.
of whatever
Yeah.
the hell else we're doing, with specialties in badass bunkernomics, history of magic, enlarged vehicle maneuvering, and yes, even Hollywood filmmaking. Did you hear we're making a Borderlands movie? It's true. Let's learn more about all the
Maybe they'll
innovative
show a
opportunities
trailer
you
for
can
that.
find
Maybe
at
we'll get
Gearbox
another
University.
controversy from that guy that
Dynamic,
just won't matter
pioneering,
again.
groundbreaking.
Yeah, dude, they keep trying to get that guy, and they just can't. They can't get him to stick. It's a weird way to make light of the last year.
I don't have one. No, yeah, I do have one of those. Actually, you brought me one from E3.
Is this tonally okay?
It's their show.
I guess. I feel like they were gonna have a problem with this. That Midgard game looks kind of interesting.
Yeah. I said, did you play Duke Nukem?
They play dude.
That was that tonally okay?
No, it's just garbage. Not tonally anything. He's drawing was shit. It was dumb.
I also didn't finish Borderlands 3, Jeremy.
I did. I beat it. I never wanted to play it again, storyline wise. Yeah, we played Greedfall for Plus Club. I think we all liked it, but noticed its faults,
Hey
essentially.
everybody, if you don't know me, I'm Randy Pitchford,
He did, yeah.
founder of the Gearbox Entertainment Company and executive producer of the Borderlands franchise and all of the great games that we do at Gearbox. And I am right now on the set of the Borderlands motion picture, in development, in production. We're shooting. This is a live soundstage, and I thought, since I'm here, wouldn't it be cool if I walk you around a little bit and show you some of the cool stuff that we're doing? Let me walk you through
Ubisoft
this is a
TV
live
shows,
set. There's
Gearbox
guys working
movie.
on the movie right now in real time. We've been everywhere. We've been
Everybody's slipping into
in the
that
caves
thing
of
right
the
now.
caustic
I
caverns.
don't want to see it at E3.
What's up, haters?
I don't care about your
We've
stupid
been,
shows and movies.
in the desert, in the sand quarries. We've been in the
Yeah,
stone
make good
quarries
games that
doing
tell
all
these
kinds of
stories
amazing stuff.
better than your movie's
Actually,
gonna do.
look, this is. Let me. Hey,
This is just them trying to
Eli,
get
can I
people who
grab you
don't
for a
play the
second?
games
Yeah,
to come
this
watch
is
the
Eli
fucking movie
Roth,
and
our
make some money off
director.
them. I can't believe Eli Roth's directing this.
Hey everybody!
this is E3. These
What's
are
up,
our
guys?
gamers, and you got Edgar.
I
here.
know we have so much. He doesn't exist in the game.
So no
but
game,
there's
dot,
a
dot,
million in
dot.
real life. It's Edgar Ramirez.
Well, Edgar Ramirez's character Atlas exists.
It's definitely a rough game given how ambitious it was for a team of its size. I thought it's incredibly rough. Execution gave it charm though, and it was full of heart, great narrative. I agree 100%, especially for the size of the team. They really tried to make a
Thanks.
like a AAA experience with a small dev team, and I think they did a really good in-between job on that.
I really can't even think of what you guys are talking about right
I don't
now.
want to say what we're
It
filming,
was
but it's
that
lots of blood,
kind of
lots of guts.
janky
It's totally bonkers. It's also very
RPG.
Borderlands. I have learned
Euro
how to-
RPG.
how to twirl a
Right.
You go to the island.
Yeah, we could show that.
Sarah.
The stunt one.
I know
This
Sarah.
isn't. This is.
I loved
video game
Greedfall
fans will
when we
recognize
played
this
it.
as
I
Infinity.
need to get back
It's a
to
Vlad
it.
Infinity. And you've got
Are you
pretty
gonna
good
do
twirl.
it
They have
though?
ones that actually,
We got games to
this one is
play.
light, so I
Yeah.
could really learn to
Yeah,
twirl.
We got some
because I
ESO
don't
to play.
I don't want to smash a real
getting
one.
good at that.
But
We
it's
got
amazing.
what's the other
She's
game?
like, she can side twirl,
Minecraft.
she can double twirl.
No,
That's
yeah.
Why aren't you playing Minecraft?
Gotta play
Isn't
Minecraft.
it
Sarah's not
unbelievable
super
how
stoked
she's
about
brought
that.
the life?
She can talk about it on her own though.
Light is a god.
I
Like, she's-
saw, everyone thinks
what's
it's made
that?
from Blue Jasmine or Carol, all the things she's done. And House of the Clock as well.
Outriders. We gotta beat Outriders.
And I noticed
You don't
that
got time for Greedfall.
She brought out the great dramatic acting in Jack Black, and Jack brought out the great comedy in Kate. She
I
was
forgot
so
we were even
into it,
watching
she
an
wants to
E3
really,
stream.
understand
we're not.
from the inside out, like what are the powers, where do they come from?
This is why they need the conferences, so they can just show off their movie.
We want to make a real great science fiction movie. We don't want to just make a great video game adaptation movie. I just want it to be a
Well,
great,
that's the key,
a
right?
great you just have to make a great sci-fi movie. Period.
And it's really come to life. So
Great
for
to see other
Borderlands
lovers of it
fans
in this chat.
Who, play the video
It was a cool game.
If you have people in
I
your
thought it had some cool
lives
systems. It was ambitious.
that you want to introduce to Borderlands, but aren't going to play the game with you. This movie's how you do it. You can bring your family, your loved ones, bring them to the movie.
We
and,
want this
and
to be-
introduce them to Borderlands. They're gonna love it.
We want this
I
to be
100%
like a
agree,
gateway
especially
drug
for a smaller team like that. They
Borderlands
definitely
fans.
made
I mean,
something
look, the thing
that
is, the great thing about the
big
game is
developers
there's so
don't have
much
the
to
balls
it
to make.
That,
They're not really
you're
making them
telling
anymore.
80 hours of story every time. I mean, people can live in the world, so we have
People
to create
will
a
be
different
pissed about
experience.
that.
The
Yes.
experience has to be thrilling.
The
in a different
movie
way
thing
and
or
exciting.
Greedfall?
Have all the things that the fans love. Easily the best cast.
He's
I've ever
probably
worked
actually
with.
paying attention
But like just a world class
Probably.
that all came in just to come
I gotta
in
pay
and play,
attention.
and everyone is so into their characters. Like that we see way Florian
Such
playing
weird
Freeze,
casting.
Florian is killing it.
Ariana is Tiny Tina.
She's
Kevin
doing
is
amazing.
Roland. I mean, Kevin is a man on a
Tiny
mission.
Tina.
Like he's
Watching
playing like a
Kevin
full action star.
Go full action star. I think he's really going to surprise people. I think Kevin's over there actually. And I
Yo,
know
Avatar
Lisa
game
is,
coming out,
trying to
baby.
release our
Trying to
first
get a
debut.
shot.
Yeah, we
She's
reacted
like,
to that.
You go to work. All right, come with me, guys.
gameplay, though.
Quick reminder, everybody, that we did Ubisoft Forward already, so if you want to watch that, go check it out.
The R-Odds are legendary. Hey, Ari, can I interrupt you, man? Guys, this is...
I agree.
Emmy
Thought it was a
and Ari
refreshing
from R-Odd
experience. The
Productions.
presentation so far.
Ari
Yeah,
and
no,
R-Odd
I
has made a whole bunch of awesome
I agree.
movies.
I agree.
You're probably
They're,
familiar
this
with the
E3, man,
R-Odds
is just
from
people
Marvel,
advertising
right?
for the TV
Because
shows and
Avi
movies.
Arad was the founder and the CEO of Marvel Studios, and they created a movie
Right
called
there with you,
Spider-Man. And then,
Don't really care for the movie.
Iron
I just
Man,
want to see
who did
gameplay
the
for
executive
Wonderlands.
producer.
Yep.
You worked
Yep.
on, and then,
I agree 100%.
And then the X-Men, and then the
Steelrising is their
Avengers,
upcoming
and,
follow-up
you know,
project. I'm
I
excited
think
to
it's
see
gone
how
from
they'll
these are the most
evolve what they
successful
did with
movies of all
Greedfall and
time,
polished experience. Is
for
it
comic
related
books.
to
And
Greedfall, or is
the
it just that
pitch
like their
he gave me
next
was,
endeavor
"Hey,
in
that was
doing
cool.
what
We
they did
figured
with
it out
Greedfall?"
comic books. We think that video games are the next frontier.
Division
of
2
this, and we
Avatar
think
skin.
Borderlands is the perfect video game, and you were really flattering.
Yeah, let's
and,
hope.
And how was
Let's
I?
hope.
I was kind of a jerk, wasn't I?
You made us work for it.
I made a joke saying that essentially Avatar, the game, was going to be Division 2,
You have to
but on
understand,
Avatar
like, we get hit
Planet.
up from Hollywood people all the time, and it's a
Which
different
honestly,
world.
I'd
Like, what we have
probably-
to do to make
I would
video
humor
games is
playing.
completely different skill set
It doesn't
than
sound
what you
attractive.
care about
10 people
when
watching.
making
That's nice.
films.
That's nice.
And
Welcome, everybody.
I didn't. I
Um,
wanted to make sure that if we
I'd play
were
it,
going
but
to
I'd play
partner with
anything.
somebody on the film side, that it was with people that cared about our universe, cared about our fans.
I'm going to be
cared
fucking
about
real
the character and the
with
world.
everybody. As of right
And
now,
was
this
going to
presentation
actually
gets an
develop,
F.
not just-
Pretty bad.
a lot of these
This
guys
isn't
will collect
gaming
options
shit. This
and
is-
throw it at
this is
studios
fucking
to see where they
boring.
can get business done. And I'd probably beat you up for like 2.
I already have like almost no interest in this movie, and if it comes out and I like it, dope. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, dope. But,
And,
I already have like
we-
no interest in
we
that
did a
shit.
deal
Now you're
with
just
that,
like
and it's
spending
been a long road.
Yeah, but you know what?
10 minutes on
We're
this?
here And we're psyched, and it's been
What's up,
worth
Maneki
it,
Neko?
you know,
Welcome
like,
back. Do you think Randy
we use
Pitchford
that time
is
pretty well.
well
I
endowed?
I can't believe it.
I think it's probably more likely than
It's,
not,
it's
considering
pretty
his
amazing. So
size.
we're
But
more
that
than
doesn't
halfway
mean
done.
much
Yeah,
because
Yeah, yeah, well,
We're
averages,
about 2/3
world
of the way
averages.
You could
done.
afford
look
to
at
be.
this.
You can afford to be. Yeah, maybe
We have a
paid
really
for it.
funny shot.
Oh yeah.
With the trash. We should be shooting it behind the scenes.
I was told that
I don't think we can give it away, but I think that for him,
Yeah, what was
anyway,
that?
for
That's
our behind
fucked
the
up.
scenes, we should get
Was
it.
that in the stream?
Yeah.
So,
I was like
tell you
looking
what, you
around
guys,
for like what was that noise?
This is Eli. This is Ari. Oh, don't look that way. We can't. No, this way. Look this way.
Stop, dude. Just show fucking gaming stuff.
We can't show. Yes. I don't want to. Okay. So guys, it's going to be an amazing E3. Borderlands the film is going to be absolutely incredible. We've got some cool stuff to show you. I know some of you are interested in seeing more about the new game that we have announced and learning more from Gearbox Publishing. So you're going to get all that.
Looks like a
I wish I
whiskey
could get it in
guy
person, but
with a
since
little
we're digital,
strawberries and
we're gonna do
cream.
it this way. Thank you guys. And I'll catch you
I
later.
I
Cheers.
agree. I don't know. This is so bad, not gonna lie.
Courses offered by Gearbox University.
I agree,
Make sure
100%.
you check out Borderlands Science.
Steelrising
By
related to
solving
Greedfall, its
puzzles,
brand new
you can
IP.
contribute
It's set
to
during the French
real-world
Revolution. Is
research
based on the
studying
fact that the
human
King
gut
Louis was obsessed
microbiome.
with technology
For you
it takes.
freshmen in the audience, here's
I kind of
our
like that they're
leading
playing with
scientist,
history, similar to like
By
how
playing
Ubisoft likes to
Borderlands
do it,
3,
but a little
you can
more
contribute to real-world
more
scientific
interesting
research
in the
that
way they're
helps
doing. But
real
that's cool.
people.
I'll have
You'll
to
be
keep an eye on
directly
that.
helping our scientists organize and compare this doo-doo.
I'm the conductor of the poop train!
With Borderlands Science, you
Plus,
too
French
can be the
Revolution is a
conductor
pretty
of the
interesting
poop train.
time, so
And while
I
you're
love these guys,
receiving
but I'm here
in-game
for
rewards when
game.
you play, the real reward
Jeremy,
is
we're all here
knowing
for
that
game,
you're
dude.
making the world a better
I thought
place.
E3's about game.
Gearbox University.
Man, the casting for
We're not
Borderlands
even
is so
charging
bad.
tuition for this.
It's so bad, I'm curious. Like, I want to see it because I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
The Homeworld game
Homeworld
started
remastered, interesting.
in the mid-90s. It would be the first ever truly 3D RTS.
Looked like it was lagging. I gotta get out of this negative mindset. I don't want to sit here and just talk shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my mouth shut at this point.
Yeah. The Division movie is gonna
That was
be
a big
10 out of
deal
10 though.
in, the late 90s.
Yeah, we'll see, dude. Based on the first game too, so good. Yeah, the storyline would be cool. They got a movie there for sure, but
There's some good game movies.
sure. Gameplay? Are we seeing gameplay? Might be a good game movie for the first time ever. Yeah, I think there's been some good game movies.
It soars on the wind.
Nothing amazing. We haven't gotten like Godfather 2 of game movies, but
It stalks the ocean floor.
I haven't seen Mortal Kombat, so I can't talk about that.
You cannot hide from fate. But you can make your own.
We saw this, man.
Well, in all fairness, someone might not have seen it, so.
Sure, but this presentation so far has not been good.
Agreed.
Sure, since that trailer reveal for Steelrising that came out not too long ago, you guys could react to it and give us some thoughts. It's called Uprising. I'll put that in my notes. My Tasty Loot Gaming notes, I have those.
Roll for initiative, suckers!
Quick question. We're not talking about yet, right?
That is correct.
It's my favorite.
Stop.
Hi, I'm Kayla Belmore, and I'm senior producer on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Everything's just been like, we can't talk about, we can't show this, right? Who gives a fuck
So
then?
what's really unique about Wonderlands is it's a looter shooter, which is pretty classic for Gearbox software. But for the first time ever, we're setting it in a brand new fantasy environment. Even though it's inspired by some of the content we've made before with Assault on Dragon's Keep, a fan favorite.
Which is a cool one, yeah.
It's a completely standalone plot, new set of characters with some nods to the past, but if you've never played a Borderlands game before, you can absolutely jump right in and enjoy it just as much.
You can do that with any Borderlands, really. Just not gonna get some back references.
Absolutely excited to talk about all of our new enemy types. So that is one of our Wyvern enemies. You will absolutely be fighting them. they're not your average wyvern. So of course we've got goblins. Definitely can't have a fantasy game without goblins, but again, we like to make them our own. Thank you so much, everybody. I
agree,
hope
Connor.
that you are as stoked as we are about Tiny Tina's
If they can't talk, then
Wonderlands.
why even have
Follow
a press
us on our
conference in the
social
first
channels
place?
To find
It's a
out
bad
the latest
shtick.
and greatest news. Enjoy the rest of the show.
They're just reminding
This
us
franchise
that
been
they got
around
games
for
coming.
so long.
We going backwards now?
I don't know why. Yeah,
We are
what the
years
fuck
later,
was that?
And we keep
Is this
looking
the
at,
star
well,
of the
Homeworld
conference?
3,
Is Homeworld?
This has to happen.
Interesting. That's cool.
The giants have come to Midgard, and you have been chosen
that's it.
by the gods to
It's in
protect
production.
this
Okay,
realm.
cool.
But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness.
Is this the trailer we saw?
Hunt down pets,
I think so.
gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world. Once you've plundered all you can carry, return to your village and use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear.
I like how Jeff Keighley's like,
You must
hey,
protect the seed of
you guys want
Yggdrasil
to show
at
some
all
stuff at our
costs.
thing?
This world
Yeah, we got our own
and
conference though.
everything in it
Well, you got
may
anything
be
to show?
destroyed
Just let them show the
forever.
stuff we're going to
So
show.
take heed. The Hellthings rise
Cool,
when the
dude.
sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before
Borderlands
they
2 apparently has a
destroy
great
the sea.
storyline, or so I've been told, with some
victorious
connections to
knight
their
makes
entries,
way
but
for a
who
new
really
day.
plays Borderlands for the
To
story?
venture into new
I thought the same thing, but then I played Borderlands 2, and I don't really like to talk up the story of Borderlands 2 in the sense of like it's a great story. I think it's a better story than that game deserved. It was smart the way they did it, and it's something that's really interesting because the first Borderlands had almost no story, just lore, mostly just gameplay, and it was really fun to play, but it was just lacking any kind of story. What Borderlands 2 does that's so smart is it establishes a new storyline while retroactively telling info about the first game, making the first game mean more story-wise. The writer of Borderlands 2 didn't write 1 or 3, and you can tell, because Borderlands 3's story is fucking garbage, and Borderlands 1 doesn't really have a story. So in a series that really doesn't have story, 2's story being better than average is definitely noticeable.
The whole reason I didn't buy Borderlands 3 is because everyone said the story was garbage.
Well, you might like it.
I played
Hello everyone.
plenty of
My name
looter
is
shooters. I
Murada.
don't.
I'm the
That's
creative director at
I can play other
Northfield.
ones. So
We're just under 2 months away from finally
Hey, it's gameplay.
launching our
Yeah, you're
upcoming
right.
10-player co-op
You're right.
action RPG, Tribes of Midgard, and deliver it to you on July 27th on PS5, PS4, and Steam. In Tribes of Midgard, you play as an Einarjar, a glorious Viking hero that's been returned
Gameplay.
to Midgard in order to protect the seed of Yggdrasil, the World Tree. Every time you start a new run, you would want to go out and explore this new world, gather some resources, fight enemies, and return to your village in order to craft better equipment and tools to help you survive. You can also upgrade and fortify your village, because each night, creatures
I'll
from
try
hell
it.
will emerge from the
Looks
depths
fun.
to attack
Ish.
your tree. Make it through the night to go back out
Looks kinda
to raid
janky, though.
enemy camps, dwell in caves, take part in events, go on quests.
yeah, I'm not
build
like, super interested
anywhere,
in
and
it.
of
It didn't
course,
look bad. I
loot
just
countless
Well, I'm not
items to gain
hyped on it,
experience
but
and
it
level up
definitely
your
it's a
Viking.
formula
We now
that I
have
typically
8
enjoy.
classes in the game, each with their
So
own
if it's fairly
abilities,
priced, I'll pick it
specificities,
up.
And play style. As you gain
Okay,
experience,
almost
you
looks
level
like,
up to unlock even more skills, which you can then combine
no.
with dozens of runes for over-the-top results.
Troy Baker.
But those
Yeah,
nightly
I
creatures
thought Sam.
aren't even
Looks
your
like his little
biggest
brother.
threat. You must get ready and prepare for your biggest challenge.
I have no
The
intentions to
biggest
play Sonic
challenge
Colors
to date.
Ultimate Edition, but if I
Every
hear good
couple of
things, I
days,
might check it
the
out.
giant will emerge and walk towards your village
Yeah,
with the intent
Borderlands
of
3 story is
destroying the
horrible,
seed of
but it
Yggdrasil.
plays the best and the
You
looting's the
must stop
best.
it and
So they did
take
a
it
great job
down,
with the
whatever the
gameplay,
cost.
but the story is
Otherwise,
horrendous.
It's game over.
It's really bad.
You can of course play
It's
Tribes of
my
Midgard
biggest problem is
completely
lazy.
on your own, but
It's boring
we
and
highly
lazy.
recommend that you bring along 9 friends to thrive together.
Well, you can play
We
with
cannot
9
wait
people.
to share more information about this ever-growing epic saga. In
It's a
the weeks
top-down
to come.
Valheim.
In the meantime, you can already pre-order the game right now to earn exclusive items and be among the first to defend Midgard against Ragnarok. Because as they say, Valhalla can wait. Thanks for watching. Sail sail.
They do say that.
At Gearbox University,
I went to a Starbucks
it's
the other
not
day and someone
all
was like,
textbooks and
Valhalla can
calculators.
wait.
Sometimes we like to kick back and have a
So
little
that's
fun.
actually a complete
good sense of
fabrication.
humor
I
is
haven't
of
been to
vital
Starbucks in a
importance if
long
you
time.
want to
That would also
succeed in
make
these
the trip to
halls.
Starbucks a
Here's
little
list of
entertaining, at least.
sensible wisecracks you might
More
hear
entertaining than
when
that
you're
fucking
exploring
coffee.
our campus.
Ooh,
Why did the
got
tribe
him.
of Midgard cross the road?
Sugar water.
To get to the old
Burnt
Thor
sugar
side.
water.
Knock knock. Who is there? The commando. The commando who? I don't know. What are you axing me for? Welcome to the Home World Diner. Our special today is the dessert of carrot.
I feel like when they're sitting around talking about what the conference is going to be for Gearbox, they're like,
Tiny Tina and
want to show some stuff or want to piss them off? I'm like, let's piss them off, dude.
Moxie owns the bar.
Let's try that out.
Why
See if
would
it
she be
works.
walking in? She'd already be there. And is Tiny Tina old enough to drink? Maybe it doesn't matter in space. Also, what's the punchline? And how is Claptrap walking in? I want to say he counts as a unicycle. Okay, we'll work on this before we submit to E3. Gearbox University. Our comedy school is a
I think there's a really good
two-year degree.
balance of Soulsborne type games. I wouldn't want an oversaturated market of that, but I think there's room for some more for sure.
I mean, they're being made. So.
Yeah.
The war is over. But our fight
On
has
PS4.
just begun.
It's exciting.
More hands though. That's getting
Sure.
into. So I mean, that's a good thing for sure.
Should.
Our duty is to carry the burden of war.
Are we gonna see any expansion stuff, or just a commercial?
What fun is death when death is the end of our fun?
I would definitely return to this game with new content. It was fun. Not amazing, but it's fun. That's good. Valor Plate skins? Interesting.
We both know how this is going to end.
Ooh, a backwards release, not exciting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but kind of like what Shoei's saying, kind of like what we've been talking about recently on the channel with like Gran Turismo and stuff. Because of issues with semiconductors and everything else, shipping and economic issues, it makes sense to retroactively try and get these games in more hands. For business, obviously, which benefits them, but also for people who have no way to play these games.
Also, too, like you got a company spending millions to make a game, and they don't have anyone to sell it to. Like,
yeah. Well, when they intended to have more of an audience to sell it to, for sure. Yeah.
Producer at Counterplay Games. First and foremost, on behalf of everyone at CPG
This guy's
and
radical.
Gearbox alike, I want to thank you for being part of Godfall's journey up until this
living
point.
his best
It's crazy
quarantine
to think
life.
that Godfall just launched in
He looks
November
like
of
it.
last year. Our developers have
Also,
been
is
hard
a
at
huge
work
fan of
ever
pop
since.
figures, apparently.
In fact, this past February, we launched the
Ooh,
massive
this is making me
Primal
want to go back to
update,
this
which
game.
included
We can
new
play it.
content such as additional rooms in Tower of
We
Trials,
can play
Primal
it.
Gear, Ascension levels, and much
I
more.
want to beat Outriders,
I'm
though.
excited
I
to
want to
announce
fucking
today
finish that.
that on August
I have to
10th, we'll be
start
launching
Outriders.
Godfall on
Do
the
it.
PlayStation 4.
Yeah, okay,
Not
it's
only
fun.
that, but
Million
only
half games to
Godfall
play.
on PS4 entitles you to a free PS5 upgrade, and we will support
Quite a bit of
cross-gen
game
play,
there,
so
too.
PS4 and PS5 users can seamlessly co-op together. And if you've been struggling,
True,
in
I'm
the
just
Ascended
so
Tower of
addicted to
Trials,
those games. I
don't
love
worry.
Neo, Neo 2,
We're
Mortal
adding
Shell,
matchmaking.
even Code Vein was fun
But really,
as an anime stuff.
matchmaking
I like,
and
yeah, I like all those
PS4
games. I
edition
didn't
are
buy
just
Mortal
the
Shell,
tip
but I
of
played the
iceberg because
demo.
We are so excited to launch our first ever expansion, which we've entitled Fire and Darkness.
There's your expansion.
Fire and Darkness will
Sick.
take players into the Fire Realm for the first time ever, where they'll be met with new challenges, enemies, bosses, trophies, cosmetics, and so much more. But alongside Fire and Darkness, we're also releasing a free content update, which we're calling the Lightbringer Update. The main component of the Lightbringer Update is a new endgame loop, which we're calling Lightbringer. In Lightbringer, players will fight off the darkness that threatens Aperion and be rewarded with a new loot type, Cursed Loot. Cursed Loot will challenge the player to complete particular objectives in order to lift the curse and awaken them.
I guess I could do
Basically, if you thought Primal Gear was tough, You ain't seen nothing yet.
I was even watching
And
through
then, of
OBS.
course, we want to make fashion the forefront
I
of
mean, it
our
was
fall,
fine,
So we
so.
have added a huge
I can just
library
kinda
of
read chat
cosmetics to
better
both
that way,
the
too.
Lightbringer update and the
Even though I'm
expansion
still
of
looking over
Light,
there.
all of which can
That's
be
anything
unlocked by simply
want to see
completing
bad enough. I'm
objectives
just gonna
in the
watch on
game.
my TV later. So.
Thank you so much for your time today. It is an honor to be speaking here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your E3.
I'm trying to enjoy
really
this.
unique tone and vibe and feel
It's weird
to
that they
Homeworld
keep
that
coming
hasn't been
back
played
to this
since.
instead of just having a segment for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm very confused by their structure here.
It's not a prequel. It's not a remaster. It is Homeworld 3. It is the next Homeworld.
You announced that already.
What are they doing? I prefer 10 times playing Warframe than this.
Chosen Gearbox University for your higher education.
I'm going to be honest, Warframe, they are similar in some gameplay loop stuff, but the combat is way more involved in Godfall.
chapter houses. Or if you're a boring person,
I haven't really
you can always
played
try out for the
Warframe
debate
anytime
team. We
recently,
also have
so
sporting events, but try not to party too hard at the
you missed a
homecoming game,
Hollywood
or you'll
movie
end up looking
Yeah, they showed a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff of them saying that they can't show us anything.
Yeah.
And then they showed the same trailers they showed on the Jeff Keighley extravaganza, and they keep telling us that Homeworld 3 is in development, which is cool to hear. And then the only thing they've shown that's like new and interesting is Godfall's expansion.
They also talked about the Tiny Tina game a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
So.
We're back. I hope you guys had an awesome presentation from all the Gearbox games in development and Gearbox publishing products coming. Listen, I'm standing outside Kevin Hart's trailer door. I'm just gonna. You guys want to meet him?
This is exciting
I
for
think he
him.
wants to meet you guys.
That's it.
Let's see if he wants. Hey Kevin, you got a minute?
Yeah.
Borderlands fans, meet Kevin Hart.
How you guys doing,
It's
man?
a big coat. If they released it within a week, maybe I would have picked it up, but it's coming out with the DLC release, which is nice, but new players will be kind of far-ish behind. You can catch up pretty quick in that game, though. You can go through it pretty fast. Homeworld. What I missed, we went over that. As I'm watching this, all I can think about is our releases previously announced at Summerfest. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. So far, Summerfest has been the biggest banger. I'm sure Jeff Keighley would love to hear that. I want more details on Death Stranding Director's Cut. I agree 100%. Very curious on what they're adding to that. I think they're trying to remind people that this game even existed. I love Homeworld, but it was released in 2003. Most people I mention it to don't remember it. Yeah, I agree. I just wish they had like one segment to remind people of it and not this weird cookie cutter insert it in between segment thing that kind of just shows the same thing over and over again. It feels sloppy.
Well, if you're gonna
it's
bring
not the
it,
game, it's the presentation.
Yeah, if you're gonna bring it to the presentation, have something to actually bring, not just a couple splash screens that go.
Let's
We're
hear-
making it. We're making it.
Let's hear the guy talk about it. Tell us why they're making it. Fucking why should we be excited, stuff like that. Don't show the game if it's not ready. This guy's lame.
No one's ever seen you like this before.
No.
I assume he's talking about Randy Pitchford.
I think so.
Hey, you guys excited that a game I made is being made into a movie? I'm excited.
It's gonna line my pocket real good.
It's 2021. I'm excited that a fucking movie's being made in a shit atmosphere when it comes to movies in Hollywood. Anyone announcing a movie nowadays, unless it's like some kind of indie thing or like A24, I just like don't give a shit. So I'm just like, you're just making some garbage ass fucking movie. It doesn't matter. I want to see what is being done to it and what new content Gojima has in store.
You see how real we
Yeah.
have made it become.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's real big. I don't know. It'd be funny if he just grows real big, but he's the same. He's just chill. I don't know. That's a fair point, but it's getting me super hyped that they're even making it. I agree, 100%. I just wish they would present it differently.
100%. I was like, I don't care like that they brought it. It's just they've done the same thing like 3 times now.
It's honestly the biggest reveal they've shown so far is that they're making Homeworld 3, which is great.
But you know
Just
what? Back at
give
home,
it some
Gearbox,
fucking
all the
give it
great people that
some
created this
time to talk
universe,
about.
that I'm here representing on
We're
behalf
making it
of all
reminds
the
me of last
talent
year's
at Gearbox.
showcase for
We're hard at
was
work
it EA?
making new
Dude, it's
stuff. So,
EA,
check
Xbox,
this out,
Xbox has been
and
really
I'll
bad
see
for the
you
last
guys
2 years.
soon. Cheers, everybody.
Just telling people, we promise, we bought everything. We're making it. Just don't be upset.
We're spending money.
I forgot, but it was still one of the worst presentations, and devs talking about how relatable they are. Luckily, there hasn't been a whole lot of that this
I think
year.
that was 2 years ago. But yeah.
Last year was a little bit. But yeah. Last year was kind of a blur. I don't remember a whole lot of last year. I don't want those masks. They must have made a lot of those masks.
Oh yeah.
Because every event they have, there's just those masks everywhere. It's got a whole factory of those masks.
That's what Claptrap does when he's not in the game. Just makes masks.
Dude, I was fucking, unless they got a joke about it, I was triggered seeing fucking Claptrap on the staircase for the movie. Claptrap hates stairs. This is established lore. That's canon, dog. What's he doing on the fucking stairs?
Yeah, he gets very dramatic about it.
He hates them. He literally can't go with you to save the day at the end because there's stairs. I hate the relatability talk from devs. Yeah, is it over?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, what's our takeaways?
Okay, so
what the fuck, dude?
I will say this, right? The worst conference I've ever seen at E3 was EA. And I bring it up all the time because it was that bad. But 3 hours, 6 games or whatever it was. Complete disrespect of the viewer's time.
Sure.
This was short at least.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Because it was bordering on disrespecting the viewer's time. There was some stuff in there. Did it deserve a full E3 slot? I mean, as much as we have E3 slots in a digital space, I guess. But it was a movie advertisement. The whole thing was literally a Hollywood advertisement. And it's honestly kind of frustrating.
Kind of pathetic. I get they got a movie coming out. 100%. They got to sell that thing. But the whole thing was Randy Pitchford was excited that they're making a movie. Yeah. That nobody's excited for. I don't know a single person. I haven't even seen a single person claim they're excited for that movie. And that was the focus of that fucking whole thing. They got a brand new game coming out. They got a bunch of brand new games coming out. And fucking movie. Hey, here's a comedian.
They literally just announced 2 new games. And I couldn't focus on the fact that they've announced 2 games because they were so invested in the bad shtick comedy they were trying to do and a Hollywood advertisement.
Why didn't they have a fucking splash reel of fucking talking about the history of Homeworld?
I don't know, man.
And why? Wow, they just abruptly ended that shit. Okay, I guess we can watch Elden Ring while we talk. That's a little more interesting. Yeah, that was crazy fucking bad.
Yeah.
So let's talk about positives. Homeworld 3 is being worked on. That's cool. Especially in this climate. A game like that being made is awesome to hear. I want to see what that looks like. I'd like to hear what that's supposed to be like. Homeworld Remastered, which is cool. We saw Tiny Tina again, the exact same trailer. Godfall's expansion. That was probably the most interested I was with anything in that whole thing. I actually was listening to what they were talking about. I was less inclined to want to just talk with chat. So
yeah, chat.
Other than that, I really felt like I wasted time. I didn't feel like I wasted time having the conversations we had because that was fun.
For sure.
This has been fun. But as for something to watch, that was a complete shit show.
That was pretty rough. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's going to be that bad. I think it's the worst thing we're going to see for E3. I don't think anyone could top that.
The only thing that I think is worse than it was that EA 3-hour conference they did.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was huge. That was insulting. This at least it's over, right?
The best thing about it is it's over.
It had some stuff for people who are interested in the franchises that they have. For me, there was nothing of interest that whole show, so I just kind of sat here annoyed, sadly.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. Because
it's a huge bummer.
Literally not why E3 is supposed to be exciting. So
and fucking before we even watched that, we were joking out in the kitchen about like, what are they even gonna show?
Yeah,
nothing. Let's show the shit we already showed off at Jeff Keighley fucking extravaganza, and let you know that we're excited. There's a movie being made. Grade it
D-.
D-.
D-. It's pretty bad.
I think I'm gonna go F. I think it was an awful presentation, even with stuff in it that I liked. I think it was horribly done. I think it was I don't want to say disrespectful or insulting because they were excited to show the movie, but like I think it was just like they're not thinking about what people want to see. They didn't give a fuck. There's no way they actually thought that presentation was something people are going to be fucking stoked about unless they saw it without seeing Jeff Keighley's thing.
Yeah.
Then I can understand where they're coming from, but like it feels so fucking sloppy. It feels like they really didn't think about it. They didn't give a shit. They're just so up their own ass about the movie that's what they wanted to talk about.
They literally could have brought all their stuff to like Microsoft's conference.
Yeah, anybody would have had them, like, so they could show off Homeworld 3.
Yeah,
real quick. Just have a little splash teaser like Homeworld 3's coming, and anybody who knows what Homeworld is gonna go, "Fuck, that's dope." I'm like kind of annoyed. Like I can't believe it's over.
Yeah.
Let's read chat real quick. You guys have been saying a lot. Let's see. That was awful. Agreed. I thought EA 1 only had 5 games.
Possibly. I don't
Pretty
know.
much. I
Just
think
a
it
few
had
years ago.
5 or 4 games. It had nothing. That was anticlimactic at the ending. I choked on my own fucking mouth trying to say that. I didn't realize it was going to end so abrupt. Yeah, it's really confusing. Let's go play game. I do want to play some ESO, so I am with you. Agreed. Aloha babies.
Aloha.
What's up, Flapjack, Daddy Clap, Dummy Thick, Pancake Cheeks, No Syrup. Love that name. That suggestion for Elden Ring. Let's rewatch that. Great minds think alike. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to not play it. Might as well. I need something to look at that's worth a damn. Elden Ring, finally something good because that was trash in my opinion. Agreed. Tiny Tina did get some new information along with repeat trailer. We now know they're working on it. I'm glad that I know they're working on it. It'd be kind of shitty if they're like, we got a game, but we're not going to...
That's coming out relatively soon.
We're not working on it yet. So stay tuned. We might start. I tuned in to waste some time. We all did.
You got to hang out.
We all did. I tuned into my own stream to waste some time.
Get to listen to people rant.
Yeah. People like to listen to people complain though, so I don't do it enough on the channel. I feel like I should. I feel like the channel would grow if I start just bitching and laying into people. But that's just so much of
You're
what.
gonna get a bad audience then.
Yeah, dude. When I talk shit about Dean Takahashi, some people were like just ready to tear him apart. And I'm like, that's not what my channel is.
Whoa, slow down. Yeah.
But it could be. Maybe I should just make a second channel where I fucking bitch about stuff. I'm pretty good at bitching. Let's see. Positive. It's done. Yeah, it's definitely done. If it's not, I am. I'm 100% out of the loop. Is this E3? This is E3. We have covered Jeff Keighley's Game Fest, which is a separate thing. That was interesting. We've also covered Ubisoft Forward, which was interesting. Everything seems interesting compared to what we just watched. And then we just watched Gearbox. Waste my fucking time. So yeah, E3's happening right now. Let me repeat this again so you guys have something cool to look at. Best part of the presentation was seeing the Elden Ring reveal and the suggestion pop up. Yeah, the one time YouTube actually had anyone's back was that it was trash. It's supposed to be a gamer show. That's what I fucking thought. But this E3 is all about the fucking TV shows on Netflix coming out and the fucking movies. Dude, you guys ready to watch some shit? Fellow gamers, you guys ready to watch stuff? Check out Steelrising cinematic trailer, Uprising, if you guys have time. Devolver can't be worst, right? I don't think it will be. Well,
Devolver should be.
We'll probably
or at worse.
We'll probably just watch that on this stream or start a different stream for that. What do you think?
If it's up, we should just move into it.
It's
short
up.
enough.
I might have to take a real quick break. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll watch the Devolver thing right after this. I think it said, I looked it up, it's 44 minutes. So it's like a whole ass thing. Steelrising cinematic trailer. Maybe we can do that real quick too. I don't think it was that bad, but I've been working, so I haven't gotten to see anything before this. If it only gets better from here. It only gets better from here.
Well, and in all fairness, I had brought up earlier too that like maybe people didn't catch Jeff Keighley's thing, and there are announcements in there for them.
Yeah, if this is where the reveals were at for you, that's cool.
But my irritation is that as a conference slot, it was a giant Hollywood advertisement, and then formatting was really bad. So
let me look this stuff up real quick, guys.
We can
just look at our face.
Watch, trailers without E3. In all fairness,
yeah.
So part of the reason for doing stuff like this is like the craft of creating a show, and obviously we don't get the stage performances like we used to, but you can still do it in a digital way. Nintendo and Sony do it now. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, so. And in this case, we got a digital show that was half an advertisement for our Hollywood movie, which is not, at least for me, why I watch gaming stuff. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. Steelrising, Uprising. Oh, is it the?
That's a lot of Rising.
There's an official teaser trailer and then Uprising trailer. Which one am I watching? They both came out 10 months ago. This is 23 hours. I figured it out. That makes sense. We're not time travelers here. Okay.
That you know of.
So yeah, if you guys have anything else to say on Gearbox, feel free. We are going to move over to the Devolver digital event. I have that lined up. But before that, we're going to watch that Steelrising Uprising trailer because I'm curious about it. Might as well. It's like less than a minute. I'll give it a D since I'll just be picking up Godfall for PS4. Did something for you. You saw that. You're like, hey, I'm going to pick that up. Does that... Oh, no, I have it on PC. Does it have crossplay? Did they say that?
If it's on PlayStation, it's...
Well, I have it on PC, though.
Oh.
Epic Games?
I have
Store?
no idea. I didn't follow that game at all. So
Sarah, where do we play it at? I don't remember. It's been so long. I feel like it does have crossplay. But me feeling like anything doesn't mean anything, so... All right,
let's say roll into this and
Steelrising Uprising trailer. Synopsis, very quick. Paris is burning and in dire need of a miracle. Join the revolution as Aegis. Fight against this reign of terror and try to change the course of history.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't fucking tell me to change the course of history. Thank you. 1789, those were the days.
The king left us no chance.
They were too many, too strong, and made of steel.
The fighting was too one-sided.
Robot stuff?
We were slaughtered.
It looks good.
The machines wouldn't even let me flee.
Paris burns and is lost, short of a miracle.
Kind of into it tonally. Looks cool. Loud. My ears apparently weren't working. I was just into watching that doll thing jump around.
The fighting was too one-sided.
I like the visual style. I mean, obviously the historical period is interesting to me, but like the... I don't know if I want to say steampunk, but typically when it's older, it is steampunk. The robot stuff is neat looking.
Yeah, the steampunk thing is always interesting. I'm not concerned with the... Sorry about the mic there. I always think it's fun when people play around with the idea of like doll type things, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the way she moves and stuff was really neat.
Well, and yeah, she had like the joints.
They were too many,
so
too strong, and made of steel.
I think at the very least, though, this is probably... It looks like it's an engine.
The fighting was too one-sided.
which is at least interesting. It doesn't look like CG to me. It looks like it's pre-rendered in engine stuff. That looks like CGI, but a lot of the movements look kind of stiff and stuff. And of course they're robots, but on a gameplay level, it looks like they're animations and stuff. It doesn't look like it's all pre-made. I don't know though. I'm into it. I think it looks cool. That's actually kind of surprising. I mean, Greedfall is definitely cool, but this looks more interesting to me. So,
I mean, it's visually appealing.
So. Spiders keeps fucking. We said this when we talked about Greedfall, that with each iteration of their games, it's like they're getting closer and closer to making something great.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I liked about it, but there's also, you know, it was at the end of the day, it was okay. So, I'm also, I don't think I'm the largest Western RPG fan, so.
Yeah, that's like when you're slowly you're slowly finding that out by yourself. The same way I slowly found out I don't like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
For a long time I was like, I'm a Street Fighter fan. I like fighting games. I love fighting games. I was like, I don't think I like Street Fighter at all. Like, I just don't dig it.
Yeah, I keep buying all these Western RPGs, and the only ones you
don't play them.
I liked Mass Effect 2 a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Yeah.
So.
Okay, let's see. Damn. Jeremy says damn. In an interview released for the original teaser, the head of Spider said there will be a lot more verticality to Paris compared to Greedfall's environments. That's cool. That is something that Greedfall did kind of feel, not that I was looking for verticality, but it did seem kind of like you were on kind of a flat plane running around, exploring stuff like that. But to have that kind of freedom of movement will add something for sure. Robots, all caps. Agreed. So going onto rooftops, interconnected paths, etc. That's cool. Sarah says, I'm already excited for this. It looks pretty cool. I like to see gameplay, but I really dig what they're selling here. Also said they spent lots of assets on recreating historical places you'd see during the period. Very cool. That's something, obviously it's a much bigger company. That's something Ubisoft's really good about, is recreating historical stuff visually. I'm always very impressed as a history nerd looking at stuff and going like, whoa, that's fucking cool. Baguette bots.
DLC.
Spider's fucked up by not calling this game Baguette bots. I think it would sell very well if they showed this off and it's just Baguette bots in a cool font. Spiders as a studio seem to love the historical settings with Greedfall and now Steelrising. Yeah, before that they made that Techromancer or something like that, some kind of magic RPG.
I think so.
But yeah, after Greedfall, now this, it does seem like they have a shtick that they're really kind of falling in line with, which is kind of cool because outside of like New World, oddly enough, there's not a lot of people making. I don't want to say games like this because I said New World. New World's not like this, but like that kind of historical fantasy, realistic history met with fantasy. People don't really do that. So outside of, like I said, New World, they're kind of leading this, which is cool. There's been games, RTSs, that have kind of reimagined Iron something, reimagined like World War II settings, World War I settings with robots and stuff like that, which I always think is really kind of fun. There's that anime game that did that as well. I forgot what it's called. There's like fucking 4 of them.
Oh no!
But it's still like a super rare thing. It's more rare than a goddamn Soulsborne game.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. All right. How about we take a real quick break for everybody to get up, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you got to do. Give us like a couple minutes, and then we're going to get the Devolver Digital Showcase going. So yeah, we'll be right back. If you guys have anything to say in chat, throw it in there. We'll read it when we come back. I was about to do the IGN thing where I'm like, is this
hot mic
on? Is this on? Do people hear what we're saying? Oh no. Okay, I coughed right into the fucking mic.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, guys. You deserve it. You guys deserve it. You're the best. Let's see. I'm most curious about how they evolve and polish the game design and RPG aspects of Greedfall with Steelrising. This could be their first great game. I agree. It could be. They just got a couple things they got to do to really make that game, make their games like, feel polished. Or everything at least on the right path. Lol. She did say they learned a lot from the mistakes of Greedfall. It's good to hear. Thank you. Delicious. Okay. So we're not going to start a whole new stream, but we are going to watch the Devolver digital event in a sec. But because there's a possibility someone may watch this, and you might have, if you're watching this right now, skipped the thing we just watched. I forgot what it's called. Gearbox.
I also am trying to forget.
I forgot about everything. I'm going to give you a couple quick reminders that we will be streaming Sunday, Monday, Tuesday at midnight each one of those days.
PST.
PST, Pacific Standard Time. I've been not saying that, and I should. So yeah, if you want to watch us react to Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, which I'm very excited about, and Square Enix, I'm also very excited about. Warner Bros, we're going to be doing that. They're going to be showing off Back 4 Blood. Very excited about that game.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be doing that midnight tomorrow. And then on Monday, we got Take-Two Interactive and Capcom. And then Tuesday, we got Bandai Namco and Nintendo, which hopefully we will see a Switch Pro. That'd be cool. If we don't, I won't be that surprised, but I'd be stoked if we got a Switch Pro. So come back for those if you want to hang out with us live. They will, of course, be uploaded if you miss them. And mentioning that, we have reacted to Ubisoft Forward and Summer Game Fest already. So if you were curious about what we thought about those, go check those out. I have to go back into the Ubisoft Forward one, but the Game Fest I do have chaptered. I will be chaptering all of these, so if there's something specific you want to see our reactions to, you should be able to easily find it. I do try to prioritize the big games because I know some people just want to see what we thought of Elden Ring and they don't give a fuck about the rest of the thing, all that shit. So yeah, all that is a thing. Go check it out. It's all uploaded if you miss any of it. If you don't make it, if you do make it, dope. We appreciate you so much. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'm not going to go through the intro stuff because we already did that earlier, and I'm not going to do it a second time. All the Plus Club and Game of the Month are happening at the end of the month, so make sure to play the games come back. New Pokemon Snap on the Switch Pro. That'd be sick.
Still need to pick that up.
That would be sick. I want to try it. Not like rushing out the door to get it, and by that I mean pull out my credit card, but or my debit card. But fucking, I definitely want to check it out. I really liked the one for 64.
Yeah,
it was a fun chill game.
I've only heard good things about it. I have to pick up a memory card for my Switch. I don't have any room left on it, so
yeah, it's fucking rough. I adore it so much. Brings me back to my child with the original on N64. It's magical. Love it. Love it. Hype. Okay, so Devolver Digital. What are we thinking before we go into it? Anything you're hoping to see with Devolver? I really don't know what they're going to show.
They're going to show all their indie games.
Yep.
Which I'm sure will be, at the very least, decent. I don't think they really publish bad games. And then...
yeah, they have a pretty good roster of indie games. Kind of, there's a constant theme of extreme stuff typically in their games.
Like extreme bean people.
That, yeah, they do deviate sometimes, but it's still a weird game.
It is.
So they're kind of they kind of always remind me of what Rockstar was when they first came out. They're kind of edgy and kind of making games that get people's attention. So yeah, I'm kind of like, whatever they show, I'm sure will be interesting enough.
I just need to see Nina
and what they do with their presentations. I don't know what they're going to do with. Did we watch the 2021? Was there a 2021?
I don't know if they did anything last year.
I don't know if anybody did anything last year, but
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot last year either. I went on one hike, I think. But yeah, outside of that, I'm just kind of excited to see the indies, excited to see what they do with their creativity when it comes to their presentations. I think Devolver is now kind of known, oddly enough, for the way they do their presentations.
Were they the publisher for Loop Hero? Because I played the crap out of that.
I have no idea. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. I can't even think of what Loop Hero is.
Hey.
Super Chat, $5. Thank you so much, Puppet Master. It's very much appreciated. A lot. You guys don't got to give us anything, but it's very much appreciated.
Agreed.
Love you so much. Like the father I never had. You can complete online, or you can compete online too with your photos. That's pretty cool. They were.
Yeah. That game is awesome.
Okay, interesting. Switched over to Twitch, huh? Hopping around.
Better quality.
It's way better quality over there. We got 8 over here on YouTube. We got 1 over there. So apparently people don't give a shit about that. It's short, but they really doubled down on the replayability with tons of new secrets and ways to snap photos.
Jealous.
It's fair. Yeah. That was the thing I loved about the 64 one is like all the secrets and stuff. Back then, you know, the internet wasn't as accessible, I guess. And so you heard things, you read in magazines. There's like some secret behind a rock over there, and you play through again just to try and get that picture or whatever. I kind of miss that. So
throw apples at Pokemon.
Yeah. Good old apples. Keith, welcome back, Keith. Keith, did you watch the Gearbox presentation?
I feel like he was lurking.
Was he hanging out?
You lurker?
That's kind of all blur, dude. I was just like seeing red.
That's how I do live streams. I just lurk.
My face. Hiya. All right, so we're going to get this started. We pretty much set our piece. I think this is going to be better than the Gearbox presentation. Let's hope and pray. Good times, Seth. I agree. Yeah, really good times. Good memories. All right, let's start. Audio issues, let us know. Something's too loud, too quiet, blah, blah, blah. This does sound quiet. Maybe this.
Sorry. Because I had you turned down for the last one.
I'm actually excited to play this.
I still need to play Shadow Warrior.
It's fun. First one was like kind of a gimmick. It was like, yeah, they brought it back. But the second one's like pretty legit, although it's a little sloppy. Some of the levels feels like you're just fighting a shit ton of AI enemies that just have no AI. They just run at you.
This game is like super hyper.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely kind of taking a note from Doom here now, too.
Yeah.
Like with these arenas and stuff. There's that new Necromunda game that's Warhammer. That's essentially Doom as well.
There's a Warhammer game coming out.
Yeah, it's actually like high quality, though. It looks good.
It's good to hear.
I just, I don't know if I can keep playing games that are just trying to be like the Doom formula, where you go in an arena, rip people up. This looks good, though. I mean, like, the stream quality is kind of shit, but you can tell there's a good-looking game in there.
For sure. I'm sure an uploaded trailer would be better.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a VOD from 44 minutes ago, or 76 minutes ago now.
Gooey. I'll say it's still alive, apparently.
They've really gotten crazy, though, with this one. Like, the weapons are pretty crazy in 2, but this one seems even crazier. I'm really impressed with the visuals. I was lurking, not interested in Gearbox, like, at all. That's fine. He didn't miss anything.
Fair.
That wasn't going to change your mind.
That was a good trailer.
Yeah. It's already starting off better.
Oh, hi.
This is our first year of bringing you the very best of what video games have to offer.
Lots of changes at Devolver.
Chris is probably sleeping.
He's got IRL stuff going on.
I've got something better.
Today is only the beginning.
He's with me now. That's scary.
The future of video games and the future's future.
You're gonna be one bad motherfucker.
I don't give a flipping freak about stupid live video game events.
Hello. I need you to help me stop the future's feature. Puppet had a million streams. Mine.
Sure about that?
I love that it was so popular the first time, they just rolled with it.
What's next? The future.
So then, you know, we kind of wrap it up after that. I'm thinking it's like a 4-5 year deal. Huh? I mean, huh? Right?
I think it's shit garbage. Fucking shit garbage.
I mean,
it's a dumb idea that'll never work, and you're an asshole for thinking it up. Who thinks this shit up?
That was me watching the Gearbox presentation.
Thinks this shit up. We're not doing a 4-year-long series of narrative videos about the features, whatever the shit.
Devolver Digital Cinematic Universe.
You shut your fucking face.
That was supposed to be me, right? My face. Is that even legal?
All Devolver Digital new hires release wholly any work likeness attribution and / or image rights upon execution of an employment contract, clear as day. Basically, we can do whatever we want with your likeness, even if it is some stupid deepfake video abomination or whatever.
Enough! Enough of this. You, less talking, more typing. I don't like it. The internet would never buy it. We produce video games at Devolver Digital, and damn good ones, I'm told. Now, get the hell out of my conference room and take your dumb movie idea with you.
Yeah, but listen, it's not just a dumb movie idea. It's a multi-layered narrative universe.
Hey, look, we're making fun of movies.
This is painting with light. This is cinema.
Hopefully Devolver has some movies to show off.
This is the movie.
Well,
that's a good one.
Listen, Slimes, it is a goddamn white-hot arms race out there. A hype-eats-hype, media-fueled intimidation game of
I love that their whole thing is just making fun of the industry.
We are falling way the mother-effing ever shit behind. Melissa, do the numbers.
Yeah, so in the last...
It's bad, people. Real type bad. We need a fresh perspective. Something wild. Something stunning. Something new, but not too new, but new enough so that it seems new.
That was like the facial model for... What's-her-face from Last of Us 2.
What? Who are you and why are you making noises at me?
Nina. Ma'am. Nina Struthers. I'm an adjunct under executive on the marketing team. I'm gunning for synergy officer one day.
Why are you pouring the coffee?
Because we need coffee.
Grab it, Hackjaw. Nina, is it? Put the coffee down and talk at my face.
Well, the thing of it is, a few of us were talking and...
Monetization. As a service.
See?
What he said.
That's gotta be the most...
Monetization as a
Let's
service?
fucking do it.
I hate it.
Ooh, my stomach's going crazy. Sorry if that's picking up on the mic, guys.
Yeah, he woke up and started streaming.
Digital has been at the absolute bleeding edge of technical, social, and humanitarian progress in the burgeoning videotainment market. Now, that's no accident. The global research and development teams at Devolver Digital Incorporated have worked tirelessly to deliver to you, the unwatched consumers, so many breakthroughs in the video game entertainosphere that it's arguable as to whether the countless problems we've successfully solved were ever actually problems in the first place.
Devolver Earliest Access delivered games to the marketplace at the exact point of conception. A developer even thinks of an idea and that shit's already for sale. Boom! Devolver Digital Screen Pay allowed loudmouth consumers to not only throw money at their screens, but to throw money at our federally unregistered offshore corporate bank accounts. Cha-ching! Devolver even jumped first into that crypto like the rock before electric car barons made it all the rage with Loot Box Coin, the market's first and justifiably last physical cryptocurrency that's lived entirely off of the
This is pretty much what they do every year. It's a skit. Usually making fun of the industry.
Yeah, there's like canon. It like has carried over. Definitely go back and watch from the beginning, like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's not even actually
curious.
Like a conference thing. It's more about making fun of E3.
Well, they typically show stuff in between though. Gameplay.
So this year, Devolver Digital is taking aim at the blisteringly lucrative subscription service video game market. Welcome to Devolver MaxPass Plus.
Sick.
Last year, year before, they sold a Devolver coin. That was supposed to be like a Bitcoin thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the future. Games as a service. A razor-edged industry shuck jive that has served to convert what was, traditionally, a one-time purchase into a potentially lifelong chain ball commitment to reoccurring payments for video games that, well, let's be real deal about this, most of you don't even enjoy anymore. Devolver likes to take things further. Dive the big dive, you know? Take the leap, push the envelope, toad the wet sprocket, go big or go home, and baby, we ain't got no home to go home to. Devolver likes to take things to a place that isn't even funny. so much is creepily possible and uncomfortably prescient.
I'm just walking
That
around.
is why monetization
She's lubing
as
up.
a service. Give me some more. We see it as a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers locked into a semi-regular non-payment schedule with a novel, if not needlessly complex approach, wherein a top-tier service subscriber, that is you, look at you, is granted access to dozens, if not hundreds of dozens, of premium purchases at the low, low monthly price of no cost to you for the subscription itself. Hit me again! Whew. That is the MaxPass Plus difference. You simply apply, and your credit competency, work history, genealogical strafe vector, total lunar payload weight, environmentally induced super selection state, and very first magic deck are
She's
evaluated
Sonic now?
on a 29-point
Oh, yeah.
density matrix.
Someone's
and
got to be.
whoosh,
Sonic ain't.
You're absolutely Rose Street.
She ate all those? I hate this.
From there, you are granted direct access to purchase anything in our constantly growing collection of video games and video game related junk for free. Well, not the purchases. They're not free. That would be insane. But access to those purchases, though, totally freezies. Let's check a look.
Check a
At
look.
some of the video games that amazing consumers like you can look forward to, if you get approved, of course, with Devolver MaxPass Plus.
She fucking loves it.
Not that. Apparently it's delicious.
I hate that. The way it looks. This is actual gameplay, nothing pre-rendered.
単なる幻に過ぎぬ。その喪失を嘆くなかれ。
Yeah, it's pretty good.
己の行いを悔やまずともよい。武士道というは死ぬことと見つけたり。
See, they'll have endless content the way that game industry treats customers anyways. So.
Yeah. So it's a side-scrolling samurai game?
Dude, I don't know, but I'm already kind of sold.
Yeah. Wow, it's like samurai shit. It's easy. I see a samurai, I'm like, what is this?
己の命が尽き果てたその先まで。
Trek to Yomi. Sold! Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Premium purchase.
Kung Fu Panda, you nailed it. They never disappoint the presentations. Yeah, no, they're really good. Really want to try this. Didn't they do a beta? Or they're gonna?
I'm not familiar with this.
It's kind of like, not Fall Guys, but it's like a bunch of people are just running and trying to get killed.
Oh, okay. Interesting. And it's first person, so...
Yeah.
And then you're seeing the ghosts of people who've attempted, is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, a lot of the videos I watched showed like a bunch of people running at once, but yeah, you're essentially seeing where people died.
So it's like a racing game almost, except
yeah,
for...
it's like a ghost mode, but also
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dark Souls in the sense that you can tell someone died there.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, bye.
I've only seen a couple things on Twitter, so...
Not a huge platformer fan, so it'd probably be hard for me to play, but...
I don't like first-person platforming either. But...
It's a cool idea, though.
Yeah. Ooh. Looks fucking stressful.
For sure. Interesting.
June 22nd.
10 days.
Now that's a phrase. A phrase that goes lock, stock, hand in hand with gamers. An exclusive state of being, if you will, to which only the most adroitly premium amongst us could ever truly endeavor to gain entry.
Yep.
Until now.
Oh.
No. That's this, not this. I'm snapping, damn it! Being fashionable is a natural extension of the Devolver MaxPass Plus premium purchase experience. Brought from us to you by Devolver's own central textile manufacturing and weaponized branding entity subgroups. We would like to present to you our newest collection of exclusive garmentry, only available to the Devolver MaxPass Plus survivors. I mean, subscribers. Shut up. This collection of fashionable, comfortable, and catastrophically unaffordable formal wear was designed and manufactured entirely in-house by an elite selection of our most popular and attractive interns, to whom we've given key action words and access to an internet-connected device and, shall we say, joie de vivre. You may go. Bye. As with everything else in this presentation, the Devolver MaxPass Plus exclusive merch collection is, well,
I like how that guy just
exclusive.
looks confused.
Only available
Doesn't know what
to
to do.
subscribers in a premium purchase, not at all in the subscription fee you
Shut
may
up, I was
or
told to
may
shut
not,
up.
But maybe paying. Fashionable. Am I right? Now, let's take a deep breath and take a peek at these two premium purchase products that will be available to you soon. The adoring Devolver MaxPass Plus Survivor.
I'm so glad we're watching this after the Gearbox thing, because it's just like
lightning mood.
I don't know if it's lightning the mood, it's dark mood, but fucking it's definitely a palate cleanser.
Vivi?
Yeah, it's VV mixed with like who's the artist who does Harlock Saga?
Oh,
yeah, that old style. This definitely has that style to it as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's neat looking.
Almost looks like the same. I almost said animation. It is animation. Animation people who did like the what's that Bullet Hell game? Not Bullet Hell. Enter the Gungeon.
Player Survival Sandbox. I can just wizard with a gun. It's very straightforward.
I'm kind of interested.
Looks cool to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all Devolver games though. Every time they show one, I'm just like, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I'd play that.
Like I said, they don't really. They're not always like amazing, but they don't really miss very often.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be 4-player co-op, which is cool. We definitely saw like 2 people shooting there. Seems fun.
Mm-hmm.
Pro Jared is grading Ubisoft's conference right now. Can we grade his YouTube channel as well? F.
I don't know Pro Jared.
Pro Jared, he's a cuck. What is this?
I don't tend to follow personalities, so.
This kind of reminds me of that, it's Titan something. Titan Souls?
Yeah.
Looks like a 3D one. I actually really like the graphics. They're really clean looking.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Get the fuck out of here. Just a roguelike?
Probably. It's a nice squid you got on your back.
Fellow biped. Man, Devolver's kind of bringing it with these fucking indie games and presentation. Every game so far I want to play. Damn.
Oh, Baba.
That's scary. I'm into it. Definitely want to play it. I don't know if it's a rogue, like it looks like one, but they got to evolve because there's some really good ones out there.
That was a weird thing to see.
What?
It only said Xbox and Steam at the bottom.
Since 1975,
Xbox exclusive.
Digital and the many incredible developers we've partnered with
Classic
have
Xbox
produced what
exclusive.
can only be appropriately described as an imperial buttload of incredible games that consumers worldwide have
I hate all
purchased,
the gold stuff.
never actually
Love
played,
it.
and then
Love
make
gold.
public claims about the game's quality in order to substantiate their place in online conversations about whether or not an indie game is still indie if it has a publisher. That's why we're proud to announce the entire Devolver digital catalog on Steam is available at Devolver MaxPass Plus as a premium service, not included in your reoccurring monthly payments that we still haven't quite nailed down yet. Each of these gems will be available at a reduced rate for a bafflingly limited amount of time, with discounts ranging
Going
from
all out with this.
Why not? Fuck me, why are my pants wet? Think of it as a kind of thank you from an old friend. An old friend that believes you deserve a premium experience.
I just shot that shit into her face.
Visit
She didn't even flinch. That was impressive.
She knows what she's doing. She's a pro.
Premium purchase.
Returnal's cool. I don't think it's as good as some of the best roguelikes out there, but I like it.
Wet your pants with savings.
Some good savings. It's a card game. Looks like what's the one? What the paths? It's popular. Slay the Spire?
There's one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the train one.
Yeah, Monster Train, yeah. That's cool. Every time I play one of those, I'm like, there's room to improve on these games.
See, I'm always interested in playing this kind of stuff.
I think the graphics are interesting too. They almost remind me of like an old PC game or PlayStation game.
Yeah, it's got a neat style.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. People like they do like the retro 2D art nowadays, but now people are flirting with like the PlayStation graphics art.
We must go back.
Seems like we'll never get Titanfall 3. Dude, don't bring the mood down. Whew. I agree.
It'll just be a mode in Apex Legends.
Blame Apex Legends. Yeah, they're just going to make Titanfall 3 within Apex Legends. You guys are still playing, right?
Premium purchase.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, kid. Do
I hate
you
that guy.
love video games? I'm a grown man. What are you doing in my bathroom? Do you love video games? Yes, I play them quite a bit. Do you want to pay for video games? Not at all, no. You can play a game for free, but then later
That's all the kids on Twitter.
ads for minimal benefit to you, the consumer. Well, that doesn't sound as great.
Pick up your phone, it's tumble time.
Ignore loved ones.
Damn. He's having a fucking crisis.
Prioritize your life.
Ew.
Let it consume your very being. Turn real money into pretend money and spend it. Collect your favorite characters that you've never even heard of.
Hell yeah. It's right up my alley.
Is this real?
It's gotta be.
Oh, dude.
It's gotta be.
I have to get that.
Devolver Tumble Time is the future of physics-based puzzle gameplay, elegant monetization, and strategic brand integration. Choose characters from a loaded roster of your Devolver digital faves and back a major, huge, big-time game.
They love 'em.
By matching and clearing, then possibly adorable heads on the tumble.
That's
the
an
fuck?
impressive microwave.
Free, right? Because it's free. Except for the ads part, where there are ads, because of course there are ads, because nothing is ever really free. Get hype and unleash each character's special move and clear chunks by creating and activating.
It just prints fucking chili dogs.
Need one of those.
Pre-register for Devolver Tumble Time on the App
Oh,
Store
God.
and Google Play by visiting
Yeah, pour it on, yep.
devolvertumbletime.com.
Oh, that hurts. He's gonna eat all that.
That was messy. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, I hate the way he slathered that all over the fucking place.
Oh, hey. Let's talk about subscriptions for a moment. The subscription service is an instrument of monetization.
Where can we get that
Days
microwave?
gone.
I don't know.
Your
Look it up on
grandparents wanted
fucking
to try
Amazon.
and cheese each month,
I just gonna get shot.
Uncle wanted to look at photos of naked ladies from the comfort of his own tool shed. A relic. An unwieldy
He's
physical
inhaling that.
beast that we have haphazardly let slip
Ugh.
into the digital realm, leaving us with nothing but ones and zeros.
Damn, he loves them.
to
Look at
stand
him.
in for our
Those
state-of-the-art
must be
product in
fucking
perfect
full of
numbers.
heroin or something.
Devolver, though, aims to return
get
subscription-based
enough.
addiction back to its more tangible roots. With
Can't
a
get another
premium
one.
purchase title available only in this. The physical plane of actual, real, for real existence.
Is that?
Goddamn right it is. Introducing Demon Throttle by developer Doinksoft, the creators of Gato Roboto. It is coming to the Nintendo Switch as a physical box set and only a physical box set through our good friends at Special Reserve Games. Oh, you heard me right. Demon
Only
Throttle
physical?
will not, I repeat, will not be available in any digital format and is only available for you to purchase as a retail product and put on your shelf and to never play or to sell at ridiculous scalper prices to anyone who missed out on its initial offering starting today.
Is that real?
Check a look.
She knew he was stealing them.
What's it called?
I missed it.
Something Throttle?
Oh, Demon Throttle. Demon Throttle. Apparently I didn't miss it. Just blanked out from the chili dog savagery that was happening. Man, look at this old school style.
Or something.
Is this the game? Yep.
Typed in Demon Throttle and it just gave me car stuff. Like, okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want one now.
Demon Throttle.
Demon Throttle.
Huh? I mean, huh? Right?
Yeah, apparently it's real.
I love it. It's good.
Their
Really good.
Devolver
Great
coin
work,
was
Stills.
real too.
Well,
It's
well,
worth like
well, well,
multi-$1,000s
Big
now.
news, buddy.
That's
So,
Where are you
why I
from?
assumed that
Technically, I'm
app
not
was real as
supposed to be
well.
here.
That's
I'm
great, buddy.
feeling-
Okay, now bring it home. Hit me with the big move. What's the punch?
that's crazy. They also released that, was it last year? That was a Devolver bootleg.
Yeah.
It's $5 on Steam. It's a real thing.
When you do meme shit though, people buy it.
Well,
Yeah.
So
we put the entire thing on a tape and
Dogecoin.
then sell it. Right, like this, right? Right?
Oh, there's definitely something subliminal about the chili dogs.
The trick, though, is that there is one and only one.
There's some
and we
Spaceballs
sell
level
it
shit
to
happening.
One buyer, only, just the one.
Just the one?
Just the one. Sell it. Okay, and since there's only one and the buyer keeps it, and we broke the little tab on the inside so you can't copy it, it is non-fuckwithable. Here. A non-fuckwithable tape. Right?
I like that
NFT.
phrase.
Yeah, that's a good phrase.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a thing.
I'm surprised I haven't thought of that.
Can this be done?
It's actually already been done. Okay, the one copy of this entire presentation on tape, the one in this player right here, is available online. For the first Devolver MaxPass Plus Triple Platinum Elite Gold Star Magnum Double XL tier subscriber to go to devolvermaxpassplus.com and buy it. Okay, it is totally non-fuckwithable. It does no damage to the environment, to the energy grid, or the global technology supply chain, because it's just this old tape, right? That Caleb found in a box
Oh,
marked
man.
Nancy's fancy.
Rolling with it.
Okay, in the back of an old filing cabinet in the birthing wing, and it's also a tape.
Fucking brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. Zane, Nina, Margaret, Caleb. This is such
That's
a
also going to be on the
wonderful-
website.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Devolver. That was fun.
Yeah, thanks Devolver, not Gearbox. Okay, so this haven't been a couple minutes, like a minute. Wait to see if there's anything revealed or any kind of weird joke thing. And we'll talk about it. I'm getting the fuck out of here because I want to play something.
Fill that battery. It's not live, so it doesn't matter anymore. Another thing Twitch has for YouTube is live stream.
Yeah, YouTube just doesn't.
I don't give a fuck. They just added clipping.
Yeah, it fucking. Oh god, what was Xbox? Microsoft's Mixer came out of the gate better at doing the streaming thing and being interactive than YouTube probably ever will be. And then Microsoft was like, "Oh, it was fun. Okay, we're done." It's like, okay, thanks. I guess there's a new streaming platform coming out soon, though. I forgot what it's called.
Someone's got it because it's YouTube, Twitch. I guess technically Billy as well, but that's not very American.
Fuck that. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of. There's Ustream and other weird shit
And
too.
then,
On the thing that I used to multi-stream, there's all sorts of them.
Yeah,
Like,
and Facebook is growing. It has an audience already. The same way Instagram took over Snapchat.
to stream onto the Tasty Loot Gaming Facebook, I have to pay money.
Yeah, it's
for
it's a pain in the
restream.
butt.
But to stream onto like my personal page, it's free. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy? All right. That was a presentation. What do we think?
It was fun, as always. And I love that because it's just a continuing series. Like you can still go back and watch the other ones, not only to see their game announcements, but to see where the skit has come from.
Yeah, there's like eventually they're gonna be able to sell like a fucking like a collection of the whole story so far.
And I also always appreciate when, especially like someone in the industry of something, can make fun of the industry they're in, because there's a lot of really shitty practices that happen in all industries.
Yeah.
And they just literally make that like the focal point of the conversation when they do it. So
Well, and the whole like Game Pass thing, and talking about how people essentially don't want to buy games and shit, and
being addicted to their phones and stuff, and I mean it's great.
In games, you just kind of collect characters, stuff like that, and
and then they show off all their games, which, as I said before, I don't think I've seen a Devolver game I was like, that game sucks. It's usually like it's fun at the minimum.
I played some of the games that didn't like. I could see there wasn't much to it, so like I played it, I enjoyed it, and then like I fucking went on with my life. But yeah, I've never really played Devolver games and go like, this was a fucking waste. Like they should have never funded this.
And then to go off Runty's point there, enjoying the presentation, it overshadowed the games though. That is definitely the case. It always is with them. But I also know that's what they're gonna do. Unlike Gearbox isn't. They don't usually have a slot, right, to use them as a comparison. So they kind of dropped the ball and didn't really do good in either direction. Versus like I knew this was going to be a skit first and foremost with games sprinkled in.
They've evolved to be like that though, because the first time they did it, the first time they did it was a pretty full on skit, but it felt like it was a little more 50-50. But like when they really started kind of embracing that the skit is enjoyed, they've really started to put like a budget into it, as we saw with this. Amelia was saying it as well, like she wondered like how much this cost. Like I agree, I was watching the whole time, I'm like, not only did they get writers in there who wrote comedy that was funny, they got performers who are all fucking fairly decent actors. And full sets and everything. So, you know, they're definitely embracing it. But I did notice in the beginning, we weren't really seeing games for a while. They're really establishing a story there. And I agree with Sarah as well, in the sense of like, you know, it did seem like it did kind of overshadow it, but I did enjoy it. So like for me personally, I can't really complain about it, but it was kind of weird that, you know, but once we started seeing games, I think we saw like 6 or 7 games in there, I think.
I also think it's important though, because like their original one they did wasn't actually part of E3. It was literally a response against E3.
Yeah.
So it's just been a running thing since.
Yeah. I wouldn't know it would be a skip presentation, so I was disappointed in the lack of game priority.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to my last point. It originally was not actually an official E3 thing. It was something they just released during E3 to make fun of E3.
Yeah, as a joke, for sure. And then they just kind of sprinkled in their games. And they are an indie developer, so, you know, they're even doing this at all and throwing the games in there. It's more of like, you know, a joke anyway and a way to advertise.
Yeah.
But now they found a way to sell all this weird meme shit too, which I think is funny. And honestly, kind of selling collector's items at this point because meme stuff fucking is worth money.
For sure.
But yeah, presentation, I really liked it. Like I said before already, I think the skit's funny. I think the writing is smart. I think it's you know, self-aware but also aware of the industry. I think all the people playing the characters did a great job. They're expanding their cast of characters and they're all bringing it. So like it's just an enjoyable thing to watch, and I like the commentary on the industry. It's, you know, anybody who's super into gaming, this is all going to be relevant to. And then the games they showed off, even though in the beginning it did take a little bit to get to it, outside of seeing Shadow Warrior 3, which looks dope. All the games look dope. So across the board, I think it was a great presentation. It was entertaining. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And the games that they showed were really fucking cool.
Yeah, agreed.
So, I mean, I pretty much want to buy every single game they showed.
Yeah, the Samurai one got a little extra attention, but anyone who follows the channel probably could have guessed that. So
yeah. Well, yeah. Gameplay wise, it looked cool. The Samurai stuff, of course, got my attention. But the 4-player wizard with a gun game looks cool.
The survival one, yeah.
Shadow Warrior 3 I was going to buy no matter what because I really like the second one. Hopefully they've done improvements on the mission types and AI because that's where it's kind of weak. Other than that, it's really fun. There's another one in there that I was just thinking of. Oh, the Phantom Abyss game where you're running and stuff. That one I'm really curious about. I want to try it.
Indiana Jones, the game show.
The physical game I think is really interesting because that's kind of a bold move to only release a physical copy of a game because everybody either releases both or digital.
Also costs more to do it that way.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like the meme of it. It's ridiculous that they're only releasing a physical game.
But like you said earlier, they kind of dabble with collectability stuff too, and that makes it 100%
that game will be
edition.
collectible because they're probably not going to keep printing that game forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in a time where everything's digital, it's really interesting that you're going to have a game that you can't get on the internet.
Yeah,
unless later they decide to release it digitally, which I can see most companies doing. Them, I'm not sure. I feel like they won't release it later.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
Because they will absolutely just double down on their decision. So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, the whole thing was really good, really fun to watch. Like the whole thing. Let's see. Didn't know it was a skit presentation, so I was disappointed in the lack of game priority. It didn't feel like we got to see as much as we could have. I agree, and I don't want to keep bringing up Gearbox, but we saw more gameplay in that than we saw in the Gearbox presentation, which is kind of crazy. I'm not complaining either. Again, I really enjoyed the presentations, and I really enjoyed this one especially. It was smart. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
These skirts are giving them a personality at least. skits are giving them personality at least, which can go a long way for an indie studio. They're not faceless and personality-less. I mean, Nina Struthers as a character has been kind of a gaming funny meme for years now. So they've definitely kind of carved out a personality, kind of a face for Devolver outside of the games they release. So I agree. Industry commentary by other studios usually comes back to bite them on the ass. CD Projekt Red taking shots at EA for being greedy over Twitter, and now look where they are. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the trap a lot of developers and publishers run into as they get bigger. Anyways, you start to transform.
I think the difference with this though is that even if they did screw up, they would just joke on themselves on the next presentation. So. And
the jokes they're making, they're not really. I mean, they are jabbing at Game Pass and anybody who's made an app game that you just kind of
making TV shows, movies.
Sure,
Yeah.
but it's not directly at anybody.
Yeah.
It's just commentary on the current state of gaming, which anybody who's making these knows. Like they know what they're doing. They know that everything they're saying is like true, and so it's not really like they're getting at anybody. But yeah, if they came out and went like, hey, Xbox is fucking doing this or like blah blah blah,
yeah,
I
finger
think
pointing.
it'd be a little more whereas like CD Projekt Red making or taking shots at EA, that's a company versus a company.
It's also easy.
But then you have companies, like Wendy's that have made like a whole shtick on Twitter of like making playful jabs at other fast food places. So there is kind of an advertising avenue there, so which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Devolver keeps doing it though, and people keep loving it. That's the thing, is like every time they do one of these, I'm always like, is this one going to be as good as the last one? Like, can they top themselves? Can they do better? And they keep making them and keep making them good. I mean, this is definitely one of my favorite ones, but I think I'm going to keep thinking that as long as they keep doing smart writing, because every time I enjoy it, I'm just going to be like, this one's great. I've seen the last one. This is my new favorite. So,
I mean, realistically, what's making it good though, that and the very animated performances, so
that are done really well.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how dorky it is and comedic, I mean, these are good performances. They're nailing being like these complete assholes who are just pieces of shit. I mean, especially the person who plays Nina Struthers, especially in the beginning when she was like a completely different type of character.
Yeah.
Like, there's some range there. It's pretty cool. Can't get over bargain bin Jason Momoa. Yeah, I'm sure he hears that a lot. He might make money off of it.
But what about the guy?
Huh? Oh.
Bad joke. Sorry.
Devolver manages to keep it smart and light. Yeah, no, they do a good job. Definitely do a good job. Yeah, any other games that looked interesting to you?
I think most of them.
Is there anything that they
were
missed?
Interesting.
Anything bad about the presentation?
No, but there's already an expectation when I'm going into these, so I could see, if it's your first time watching a Devolver thing, it could be a little jarring, but I kind of expected it. Actually, if anything, there were pleasant surprises throughout the whole thing, because they don't really openly talk about their games, like to the extent like a AAA company would. So like these are always treats, even though like some of these games have maybe been announced. I didn't really see them because they're not just ever present in my face. So it's a good opportunity for me to see them. Like Shadow Warrior 3, I probably already knew that was coming out, but it was nice to see it. So
it's kind of smart they started with that, because that's the game people were expecting.
For sure.
So it's like, here it is, check it out. It's coming. And then, they show stuff like this. I've never even heard of it. It looks awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's got to be intentional. I think the tattoos are the same. I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me if they tried to get Jason Momoa to be in it, just as a side dude, and then they didn't, so they just got that guy and made him look similar. But also, I don't know if we're being insensitive by just saying he looks like him for any reasons. So, don't know. I'd like to know, though. Both of them are eyeing those chili dogs. She's hogging them. Dude, she's hogging all of them. She took that fucking whole goddamn plate from that dude who's just kind of manifesting them. Yomi's bugging me with how inaccurate some of the designs are, like the Casa. I also don't see why the architecture is mixed with that era of armor. Yeah, I mean, unless they're going for historical accuracy, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Well, sure, but if they were going for historical accuracy, I could see them, like if you make a World War II game and you put things in there that weren't in World War II and you're not straightforward about doing a fan fiction of World War II, it can be a little jarring. So I get where it's coming from, but if they're just making a fucking, just like if you make a samurai movie and people are flying and shit, I'm not gonna be upset that they're flying because they didn't fly during that time, because the movie's obviously taking liberties. It's fantasy or whatever the fuck. So without knowing, I can't really talk on that, but I get where you're coming from for sure. Yeah, let's grade it. What would you grade it? Presentation.
I had fun the whole time. I'd probably give it an A-.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it an A. I liked it. I didn't think there was anything bad about it. The pacing was like kind of off, but I wasn't bored. I enjoyed it. So could it have been spread out better? Definitely. But they nailed it. I mean, I could have watched that without the games.
Agreed.
But with the games, I thought every game looked good. Like everything. There was no bad stuff about it. There was just one thing where I'm like, yeah, it could have been a little better. I'm pretty sure that's the person who did that's the face model for what's her name in Last of Us Part 2. Looks just like her. Anyway, not was bad. Oh, nothing was bad. That's what I'm saying. Runty also says, Sarah says solid A. Yeah, I couldn't go below an A-. I mean, it was just
that emote.
It was just solid. That's a sweet ass emote. Better than what we watched prior, where I zoned out most of it and was just in chat. Yeah, pretty much. Me too. I was just looking at the chat, listening to what's his nuts talk about the movie he's
making money off of.
Yeah, he's excited because it's got a B-list director and some comedians and actors who are a lot older than the characters they're playing, but whatever, if they nail it, they nail it. Yes, it's her. Yeah, it looked just like her, so it's really interesting. She's a lot taller than I thought she'd be. Yeah, she's like taller than everybody there.
Have you seen that guy's in? He's just romanticizing them chili dogs when he sees them.
He wants them. Who doesn't? I want them now that I've seen how much people fucking love them. I want to know the thought process behind that. This game I'm stoked about. But yeah, easy A. I would go A+ if I was like absolutely in love with it and it was like an amazing thing. But it was just completely solid, awesome, easy A. Yeah, can't wait to see what they do next year. It makes me look forward. I'm glad you brought it up because I completely, with my brain thinking about all the things we got to react to. Then you brought up Devolver. And anybody else would be like, do we want to cover that? But I'm like, no, we got to watch Devolver. We definitely have to. So definitely worth it. I'm glad we did it. And I'm glad this is part of the same video so that I can just go Devolver Digital Event and Gearbox in the beginning if you want to skip that. Gearbox. Devolver Digital and Gearbox. You don't have to hear that part. All right. Well, anything else you want to say?
No. Just, got a couple games to keep my eye out for now. So
yeah. I'm pretty much going to buy every game they showed, so they're all going to be like $20 a piece. That's not a good.
Yeah, I usually dabble in their games anyways, depending. I don't know how long I always play them, but like I played a ton of Loop Hero. I liked Enter the Gungeon a lot. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but I tend to buy their games pretty frequently. So
yeah. Maybe I'm old or internet illiterate, but can someone explain the chili dog to me? Is that some meme I am ignorant about? It shows up so often in this presentation and people eat it like it's cocaine. I think they're either doing it to be weird, or they're doing it as an homage to Sonic, which I doubt, or there is some kind of subliminal meaning behind it that they want you to figure out by watching it. As for it being any kind of like internet meme, I'm not personally aware of a chili dog internet meme outside of Sonic stuff. That's fine. They'll go by.
That's cool.
People are talking. It'll slowly. Someone can just chat and get it out of there.
Right.
You better not knowing, Amelia.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's better if we don't know the meaning behind it. Oh yeah, this game too. The one's like Titan Souls. I'm interested in that one as well. But yeah, if you guys have anything else to say, we'll hang out for a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna play something because I've been wanting to play something all day. Also, maybe take a nap. I got like 4 hours of sleep, so I'm not as slept as I'd like to be. Also, I gotta find my list so I can do a quick reminder again at the end of this in case people forget our schedule, which I'm trying to drill into your heads.
Schedule.
So you show up and hang out because we love you guys so much. Yeah. Good stream. As always, thank you everybody who hung out in the chat. Thank you anybody who watched. Sorry, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to go on my way to apologize for the whole company that is Gearbox. I don't think they were aware of what they did. I think it was accidental. Thanks for the scam advertisement. Whatever name that is. We love you too. Dope. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. That's why I do it. That's why we do it around here. Yeah, anytime we get those spam fucking comments in here, and by we I mean me, I'm just like, yeah, dude, fucking hook me up. I'm gonna buy all the followers because I give a fuck about that, honestly. So much. I'm out there just slanging, trying to get people to notice me.
Just another name for the block list.
Did you add it?
I can't yet.
Oh.
I gotta go to set up my computer to do that.
Sick. All right, you guys got anything else left to say? Get it out there because we're going to be closing this down in about a minute or two. While you guys maybe think about what you want to say, if you do want to say. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
Planning on going to the kitchen and making chili dogs as well.
Sick.
I don't actually have the stuff for it.
Planned streams ahead is Xbox Bethesda Games Showcase, Square Enix, Warner Bros., which is on Sunday. We'll be there midnight. Come join us, Pacific Standard Time on all these times because we are always going to be on the West Coast unless there's a night we fly to the East Coast for some reason, which I don't see happening.
Not anytime soon.
Monday, we got Take-Two Interactive Panel. Hopefully that is games and not just people talking. And then Capcom, very curious to see what they do there. And then Tuesday at midnight again. So I guess Wednesday. Nintendo's Nintendo Direct and Nintendo Treehouse. A lot of Nintendo. It's subliminal. They're getting in my brain.
It's been doing it since the 80s.
My brains. Bandai Namco as well, which I'm really excited about because they got a lot of anime games I'm interested in. And that's Hasbulla. I guess there's an official E3 2021 award show, but who cares about that? What's the point of buying followers when it's just bots to boost your numbers? No community, nothing earned. Yeah, this is a mistake people make. People buy subscribers and followers, and it just increases your number, but it doesn't increase people seeing you.
What you're viewing, yeah.
And it doesn't increase interaction. And people always want to ask about subscribers when it comes to YouTube. Interaction is way more important than subscribers.
Yeah.
Subscribers only gives you a number to look at to have some kind of like idea. I've seen people with more subscribers than me that get less views, and I've seen people with less subscribers who get more views than me.
Yeah. The other thing too, going to, with YouTube, like caring about interaction more than subscribers too, like to like use the downvote button as an example. Clicking that helps.
I think they changed that recently.
Oh, did they?
But yeah, interaction is just good in general. So commenting on videos, that's why we always encourage you guys to comment. Other than obviously we want to hear what you guys say because I try to respond to everyone, proving more and more difficult as the channel exists. And then we have the segment on Tastecast where we reply to you guys because obviously we want you guys to be part of the conversation. But and then liking the videos. Everyone on YouTube says like the video, blah blah blah. It helps us out. What you're doing is just telling YouTube to advertise us.
You're appeasing the great algorithm.
Yeah, so that's definitely good. But yeah, I've known people who. I remember somebody I knew who had like 200 subscribers for a while, and then all of a sudden they had 700, and that could have been a video that just popped off, which is great, but kind of suspect they might have bought subscribers or something. But their views and stuff didn't change. So it's just more of it's not even like a judgment, it's just interesting to watch. Like I said, I've seen people with like 15,000 subscribers, and they're getting like the same views I am. I'm like, that's an interesting thing. So either their community's not as active, or they don't watch them as regularly. Maybe they got one show they do that's just the banger that everybody watches for, and the other ones are not as interested in. I don't really gauge what people want to watch, though. I should probably do that if I cared more about it. I just do what I want to do.
For sure.
Because I don't want to get burnt out, so I just make the content I want to watch and do and interact with.
This also isn't a job, though. So
yeah, exactly. We got, people donating, which is very appreciated, but
100%.
we're not spending the time for the money. If it ever made money, I wouldn't complain, but that's not my ambition. I don't do anything creatively for money, though, which is, I guess, not good for me, but I don't care.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
So anyway, yeah, buying followers is useless. It's just to let yourself feel like you got a bigger number. You just paid money to make yourself feel better, but didn't do anything for you. But you get to tell your friends you got a bunch of followers and subscribers, and then they don't know the ins and outs of YouTube, and they're just like, wow. So I guess that money went somewhere. Great stream. The conversation made some of it bearable. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I appreciate that it made it bearable. Glad we weren't boring. Yeah, I'm hungry now too. I'm getting hungry. I ate this morning.
I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah. Fly to the East Coast and visit me. If I fly to Florida, I will visit you.
I would say you don't live on the East Coast. You live in the crazy corner.
You live
of this
down
country.
in the ocean. You live like in
something crazy happens in the news. It's there.
Yeah. Let's see. I want some new Pokemon Snap DLC. That'd be sick. Great stream, guys. It was fun despite the disappointing Gearbox presentation. Agreed.
Thank you.
Agreed. And thank you. Devolver MaxPass chili dog time. Let's get it. And on that note, thank you everybody who hung out in the chat. It was fun talking to you guys. We got more streams coming soon, so stay tuned. And comment, all that stuff. And until the next stream, I didn't even pronounce that correctly. We'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy, guys.